Yo, what's going on? Jan Moses here from Broth Cindy, bringing you a late night edition of the Blueprint series. Now, as you can see in the top right, we just hit level 40. I think in a record time for the pace that I've been hitting level 40 throughout the year in my team so far this year. Um, we, as of right now, I believe we'll check as soon as we get this pack here for Dark Matter Ray. We currently have roughly 4 weeks left until the end of the season, and I don't think I've completed, or I should say, I haven't hit level 40 this soon into the season, I guess. I don't think I ever had 4 weeks left on the road to getting Melo or KG or Allen Iverson um, or Yao Ming. So this is definitely a treat because now I don't have to worry about renting players or grinding any more XP agendas. Like I was trying to figure out if I had to grind out the Weekend Warrior for this weekend to get Ray Allen because I really wanted to enjoy having Dark Matter Ray on my team now because I mean the weekends are really the only times I have or the only time I have free time to consistently play my team whenever I'm, in my apartment. So, um, and I knew that this weekend was going to be kind of tough because I have some things going on tomorrow. Wow, look at that glow, man. And Sunday, I plan to stream some Danganronpa with Shiz, which, if you're watching this video, tune in. That is a very enjoyable series for Shiz and I think you'll really enjoy it too. But getting back to 2K, let's go ahead and flip this card and get the Dark Matter Ray Allen added to the squad. Um, I've heard a lot of interesting things about this Ray Allen. When I first saw this card on 2KDB, I was obviously intrigued because it's Milwaukee Bucks Ray Allen, so you expect it to be an athletic Ray, which I'm all in favor for because I know regardless of what team they give us the Ray Allen from, he's going to be able to stroke it from deep. So having the Bucks Ray means he'll be more prone to dunk the ball, hopefully, and he'll be the younger one, the more athletic one. But they also gave him his release on quick. I've seen a few people complain and say that his release is actually a little too fast. And maybe we'll try his release out in this video, or I'll try it on as soon as I get off of this recording because I'm pretty tired, if you cannot tell by me stumbling all over my words. And before I get to Ray Allen or my lineup, I want to talk about the content that we got today because I think it's worth talking about. When I saw that we were getting maxed out too, I was pretty disappointed because I had bad memories of how bad maxed out 1 was. I'm pretty sure that's what they led season 3 with, I believe. And it just was a total flop of a promo. I mean, the headliner for that promo, I think it was Tim Duncan and, yeah, Ray Allen. And they were both subpar cards, I thought. I mean, the Ray Allen was fine for his time, but, nothing really too special. And Tim Duncan, again, also fine, and the right hand's really good, but, isn't really a player of note in my team, I feel like. But this current drop that we got is actually pretty damn good. And I think even last night when they were teasing the players that we were getting, because they started with Magic Johnson, and then they teased Patrick Ewing Dark Matter, and then they teased the Dark Matter LeBron. And I kind of want to go through these players and just share some general thoughts really quickly. This Patrick Ewing is a card that I really want to add to my team. And I've never said that about Patrick Ewing ever, outside of when I added his NBA 75 card to my team because the card art looked pretty cool. But this Patrick Ewing, they fixed his jump shot. I believe they gave him jump shot 4, which is Devin Booker's release, which is pretty damn nice. And they gave this card some pretty damn good ratings as well. I mean, 85.3 is really, really nice on this card. Obviously, he's going to have a really good block rating. The steal rating is really nice. Interior defense is nice. He's a really good rebounder, solid speed, solid lateral quickness, and then the badges are, I mean, elite defensively. So damn good. I think, every badge that you would really want on defense, that I can think of, on Hall of Fame, I mean. Like, yeah, he's going to miss some, like, pickpocket and whatnot. But I think for a big man, the badges that he does come with, especially on defense, on Hall of Fame, are pretty damn good. So I really want to add this Patrick Ewing card. Besides the fact that he has a really good release, I'm also a Knicks fan, obviously. Um, this LeBron card, I may be in the minority on this. He's a very good card. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this LeBron James card is a bad card by any stretch. I paid 515K for the NBA 75 card when he had been out for about a week or so, and I love that LeBron card. Like, I thoroughly enjoy using the higher tier LeBron James cards in my team this year. But my one gripe with the LeBron James cards in this game on current gen is the same gripe that I have with Carmelo Anthony on this gen. And that is, when LeBron is at the corner, or standing in the corner, I should say, more times than not, he's putting his foot on the line for what ends up being a long two-pointer instead of it being a corner three. I feel like his three-point frequency from the corner is higher than Carmelo Anthony's in this game on current gen, but it's still not enough where I'm getting three-point shots consistently from the corner, which leads to me running the offense through LeBron, which is fine. Like, I have no problem doing that, and I enjoy doing that, but I just don't want to feel like I'm pigeonholed to having to run my offense through LeBron, so that when my other players are standing at the corner, it's going to be a three-point shot every single time. And honestly, like, while this LeBron is really good, and I think they put his release on quick, I just don't think I can justify spending 500K on that LeBron when I have the Galaxy Opal one, and I like the Galaxy Opal one. Um, Now, this Magic card is pretty damn cheap. I mean, I think I got him for 25K, and then I flipped him after I got his 25 assists. I may end up buying him again, but I will say, right after I bought him, I was loading up a game of Triple Threat offline so I could grind out his assists for XP. I pulled up the MyTeam subreddit, and I saw a lot of people complaining about Magic Johnson's dribbling and his straight line speed being absolutely awful. Can we win this card for 15? Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, never mind. I was going to say that's an incredible price. But that Magic Johnson card, I mean, we didn't even look at the ratings. He's pretty solid ratings-wise, but his SIGs are pretty damn bad. I kind of like that it cropped out the P there on its card art, because this Magic Johnson card is low-key ass. And that's really unfortunate. I'm probably going to still cop this card if I can get him for under 20K, because, as I've mentioned a number of times on this channel, I'm treating this year as my last year in my team. I don't expect to be back next year, and I want to get players that I either enjoy using, or I had like a big snipe of, or whatever. And Magic Johnson was a card in NBA 2K16 who I spent a lot of MT on and really enjoyed using. In fact, when I first started wagering people, and I don't know if he watches my YouTube videos, but Toby, if you watch, I'm sure you may recall, but Magic Johnson was on my team when I first started wagering, and my early first couple of wagers were against Toby. And Magic was a big reason why I won. I'm pretty sure at least one of them. And I'm only saying that because a couple of weeks ago I ended up looking at the videos that we have unlisted on the channel just to, take a stroll down memory lane. And I saw my very first wager video ever against Toby that I uploaded. And so for that reason, I'm probably going to add Magic Johnson. But otherwise, not a great card. I do not love him. I'm going to get to RJ in 1 second for obvious reasons. Cam Reddish, pretty damn good. I know people were complaining about the interior defense rating on this card being really low at a 65. I just feel like you can put him in at the shooting guard or the small forward. You'll still be fine. Like, his defensive ratings are really damn good. this RJ Barrett, um, I am going to actually send to my auctions because I do not love that RJ Barrett card. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I am now in love with this RJ Barrett card. I bid it on a hollow one for 17,700 MT because there was not a chance in hell that I was not going to get a holographic version of my favorite Nick right now in 2022. RJ Barrett is probably my favorite card in this set when you factor in the fact that I'm a fan of his, obviously, and I'm a Knicks fan, and they made that card pretty damn good. In my last Blueprint Series episode, I touched on the fact that I was upset initially that RJ did not get any of the Pink Diamond cards in the moment of the month for the month of February Lifetime Agenda. And my silver lining in that feeling, I guess, that I expressed was that he must not have gotten a card because 2K was planning to give him a card maybe as soon as this Friday. And lo and behold, they did. And they tricked this card out. I mean, first of all, Hollow, that is so beautiful. I'm so happy that I got his card Hollow. I did not want to wait a day in case, prices either go up or the frequency of Hollow RJs drop, because there were a number of Hollow RJs up. And every one that I bid on today, which was like 5 before I won this one, ended for over 20K. So I'm just blessed. I guess I was competing with 5 other people because when the 6th RJ Barrett popped up, I got him for the price that he was set at, which is great. But really good shooting stats, 94 3-ball, 90 mid-range, 89 free throw is laughable because, I mean, he's gotten better with his free throws over the last couple of games. But, man, I mean, RJ gets me really nervous when he's shooting free throws. I'm not going to lie. 99 ball handles, also pretty generous. But, again, this is my team. Defensively, he looks stout. Like, 85 interior defense is really nice. Rebounding is fine. Pretty quick. I mean, with the pace and space coaches, you're going to get that speed up to a 99. I'm almost certainly going to give him a shoe because, again, I love RJ Barrett. 93 lateral quickness is great. They put his release, which I believe was Rudy Gay base, on quick. That release is ridiculous. Like, it is so much fun to use, both online and offline. I ran a couple of games in TTO with Kawhi Leonard, RJ Barrett, and Cam Reddish, and any pass that was remotely in the vicinity of those 3 players was getting picked off. I mean, it was so much fun using those players online today. But the badges, as you can see, really, really nice on this RJ Barrett. And I mean, 12 Hall of Fame badges on this RJ is really, really damn nice. If we were to take a look at, is there a way that I can take a look at is it under rewards? Yes, it is under rewards. Let's pull up a player let's look at CJ. So CJ also has 12 Hall of Fame badges. And these are fine. Brandon Ingram, same thing. I'm assuming he has 12 as well. I just feel like RJ got better Hall of Fame badges than all of these Pink Diamond Moment of the Month players that we just got. I mean, the only one who has clamps is DeJounte Murray, I guess. That was a Pink Diamond from this most recent batch. That RJ card is very, very good. And now I'm kind of in this predicament that I think I kind of alluded to in the last episode where, I was talking about how I'm really excited to get Ray Allen, but whenever I get RJ may take his place in the lineup, and it's kind of unfortunate because I just got Ray Allen. But if I had to make my lineup right now, and boy, this is really, really tough to do. I'm going to make my lineup under the assumption that I'm going to add Patrick Ewing to my team. So let's just go ahead and do this right now. Because as much as I love that Patrick Ewing, I think inserting him over D-Rob right off the bat is kind of excessive. Also, hollow Patrick Ewing. How beautiful is that? Beautiful. Um, so we're going to have Patrick Ewing in this hypothetical scenario as my backup center. Um, let's go through the starting five first. Point guard, got to be John Morant. I mean, point guard now is arguably one of my weaker positions because, well, we'll get to the bench point guard. I mean, you know what? We'll get to it right now. John Morant's locked in as my starting point guard. Bench point guard. I have Gary Payton, who I absolutely love. And, you know, when I go through these names of players at my, point guard spot, all these players can play for me and I can win with them if I were to run in unlimited or whatever. This is just a matter of preference. Um, I have Peyton, who I love. Man, if Ray Allen could play point guard, that would be ridiculously amazing, but I understand why. Kyle Lowry will not be sniffing the court for me. Shea is fine. He's missing a couple badges. I just don't love Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. But I'm going to use him a little bit more and see if I change my mind on him. But as of right now, Shea is probably fifth place for me at the backup point guard spot. Fourth place is Ben Simmons. And Ben Simmons, I'm going to put alongside Galaxy Opal Magic if I get Magic, because they're two players that are very tall and elite defensively. Magic can shoot the ball better. I think this Ben Simmons card may be a little bit faster. But both of them are not great on offense. And Ben, I feel like I can handle the ball with better. But I haven't really gotten too many games with Magic under my belt, so we have to see. So we'll put them in as a tie for, I guess, fourth place. In third place, I'm going to go with Opal Kyrie, who's, I think, at the end of my bench. Opal Kyrie is really damn good. I'm just not great with his dribbling, but he has the best release of all of my current backup point guards. And then in second place, kind of like a tie in first place, is Jeremy Lin. Because Jeremy Lin is like a slightly better version of Gary Payton is, in my opinion, and Lin is a Knick. So, and I love me some New York Knicks on my team. So as of right now, I'm going to keep Gary here just because Gary is like the captain of this team, in my opinion. Like, he's my longest tenured player, and he's been my favorite card to use, I think, overall this year, just because, well, I think alongside Klay Thompson. Speaking of Klay Thompson, let's talk about the shooting guards real quick, because today is the day that I think Klay Thompson unfortunately leaves my main squad. And unfortunately, I think I'm getting choked up here, clearly. I think so does Ray Lewis. Holy, I'm teasing my Madden return for next year. So does Reggie Lewis. I think Reggie Lewis, I can't even put him there. What am I doing? Reggie Lewis is going to go to the bench in favor of RJ Barrett. I love RJ too much to put Ray Allen ahead of him. And I will also say that the reason why I'm going to put Ray Allen here is because if I was running a 5-on-5 like unlimited game, if I run Gary, Jeremy Lin, or like a Magic Johnson, especially, I definitely want to have Ray Allen pair alongside them, because I think I'm going to ultimately trust Ray Allen's shot more than I'm going to trust RJ's. And I just like RJ's size a little more than Ray. I feel like RJ won't get bodied by the taller shooting guards more. And I really like this. Like, I want I want RJ, if I'm playing against a team that has a really tall point guard like a Ben Simmons, like a Cade Cunningham, I'd rather throw RJ onto Cade and then have John Morant defend the two, I guess maybe the three, and just hope that my opponent doesn't attack John Morant on defense. Like, Ja's fine. Ja can hold his own. Like, his vertical helps him so much against the taller defenders. I've seen some wild clips of Ja, like, getting snag blocks on centers, backing him down on the post. Like, this John Morant card has to do a lot wrong for me to bench him, because he's been so good for me in the online games that I've used him in. Small forward, I mean, this may be the easiest of all the positions. It's Kawhi by a mile. I just love this Kawhi Leonard card so much. this is where it gets kind of interesting because I like LeBron. I just don't know if I like him at the small forward spot. Um, right now, my small forward spot's kind of lacking. And low key, by the way, this Hito is really freaking good. Like, he could play for me over LeBron, but I just feel like this LeBron is just so much fun to use. I love this card. I love the card art, and it's my team. I want to play with the players that I enjoy playing with, so I'm going to use LeBron James. So I guess as of right now, we'll put LeBron here. Um, Now, the only thing I don't really know is who do I want to put at my starting power forward spot. What I'm kind of leaning towards doing is something like this, putting AK off the bench, even though I love AK, and then bringing Yi here because Yi is so damn good. And I think with this starting five, I'm going to tell you right now, until I get Ewing, this is my starting five for clutch time, and I'm very excited. Like the fact that I just got Dark Matter Ray Allen today, my third Dark Matter added to the team this week, and he's not going to play in my first clutch time game that I have him eligible for, is nuts. It's a testament to how good this RJ Barrett card is. He's I can't even put into words how much I enjoyed playing with that card in TTO today. And then off the bench, I mean, if I don't get Ewing, it's going to be Nikola Yokic, who is another player kind of like Gary Payton, who I really love because of my time playing Unlimited in Season 2. Jokic was the captain of my team, if anything, on the grind to getting Gary, and now Gary's taken over that role because he's played in a lot of games for me over the Jokic that I had, which is the meme Jokic of the year, Dunktober Jokic. Do I still have Dunktober Jokic? I do. Legend, absolute legend right here. And then my centers, D-Rob, and like I mentioned, Ewing / Jokic. That's basically my lineup. So let's go ahead and lock that in, I guess. And then the last thing I want to say, because I know this video has kind of run a little long. We're at, oh my God, 22 minutes. I am so sorry. The reason why I'm adding a lot of players to my lineup, this week, like I added Kawhi this week. I got D-Rob on day one last week, even though I knew he was going to drop in price. And the reason why I want to buy Patrick Ewing this weekend is mostly because, the 250K MyTeam tournament kicked off last weekend. And we have our, I believe, 4 finalists now for I guess current gen and next gen. And I believe those players, those finalists, their lineups are locked in. So like they can't add the Ewing or the LeBron. I feel like because these finalists are locked in, 2K now has free reign to put in the most cracked cards into the game as they so choose. They could give, we can get Galaxy Opal or Dark Matter Bull in a couple of weeks, even though he just got a diamond card. And they could give him incredible dribble sigs and a release on very quick. And that may be the point where I don't really want to play my team anymore because, I'm already talking about wanting to buy Patrick Ewing who can wet three-pointers with ease. And that, pains me to my core as a basketball fan to admit. But I'm going to go and get the Patrick Ewing because, if anything, he's among a handful of centers who is going to be able to, shoot the ball well and play defense well. And he's not going to be totally cracked because he's not going to be someone you can handle the ball with and have success in doing so. And he's still, a player that I want to add because he's a former New York Knick. And I've never really played with a Patrick Ewing card before. So I want to add these players to my team before my team gets to a state where all the players play exactly the same and all the people that you play against online, their lineups are filled with these 6'8" to 7'5" freaks that all have their dribble styles and their jump shots set to DBG's liking. And I just don't want to deal with that because that's not the my team that I enjoy. I'm still enjoying my team this year, and we are basically halfway through March. And honestly, it's a testament in part to 2K, doing a pretty good job with power balancing up until this point of the year. So I hope that we don't see this rapid escalation of dark matters that come out every week that are going to just be, you know, topping the previous weeks. But if that ends up happening, well, then I'm going to enjoy my MT. Because the last thing I want to do is it comes June and I still have 1 million plus MT and I'm still playing my team in June because I have all this MT. And I'm like, well, now I can buy all the players I want for like, 100K. But is it really worth it playing my team in June? Like the NBA finals are over. I'd rather enjoy playing my team and buy cars that I want while I enjoy my team before the crazy players come in. So that's all I have to really say about that. And I think that's all I have for you in today's Blueprint Series episode. This kind of turned into like a mini podcast. I apologize. I was a little tired, so I knew I kind of was going to drag on during certain parts of this video. But I hope you enjoyed regardless. Again, I guess don't want to bury the lead here, but we got a top flight shooting guard in RJ Barrett, and Ray Allen came along for the ride. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And as I mentioned earlier on in this video, I hope to see you guys in stream on Sunday, March 13th. I'm not sure exactly when we're going to go live, but if you're following us on Twitter, you'll know roughly 10 minutes before we go live, because that's usually the warning that we give you guys before we go live on Twitch is, a 10-minute warning on Twitter. So anyways, once again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, this is Jan Moses signing out. Peace.